it because it's not available anymore. So
it's not even there because I didn't come on. Hey guys, how you doing? All right, things went pretty crazy here for a couple of seconds. Let's give everybody a moment to come in, find this new feed. Wow, crazy! I've never had this problem. We were just talking about this problem the other day, and I don't understand how it is I ended up with this problem all of a sudden. But now, the problem before was I couldn't start the feed in either orientation, whether it being one way or the other. It wouldn't make a difference. I just could not start the feed. It wouldn't let me. So here we are now. Just trying to get everything up and running again. Obviously, I'm gonna have to wait for everyone to come into the room. Hey, Mr. Slotcar, thank you very much for your membership. I absolutely appreciate it. Guys, I really got to tell you, it's too bad that the feed from that last feed was gone, because when I looked in the comment section, it was all my members. So to my members, thank you guys. Absolutely fantastic. I 100% appreciate it. And as soon as I get the stream up, I will... Is this actually going? Yeah, it's going. Where is it though? Why don't I see it? Here. Oh my gosh. All right. So, where are we here? Let's get on the right page. We are streaming now, and here we are. Everybody, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight on another episode of Monday Night Slot Car Live, where we go live with the community. Absolutely fantastic. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I'm sorry I'm in this orientation, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. We'll make it work one way or another. I'll get things figured out for the next time. But here we are. I want to say thank you to everybody first before we get going. Rich's Slot Car Room, thank you very much. One of my members. I absolutely appreciate it, Rich. Thank you very much. Mark's Slot Car Garage, thank you very much for joining us tonight, Mark. I absolutely appreciate it. Of course, we have my moderator here, Robert Fish. Thank you very much, Robert. I absolutely appreciate it. Mr. Slot Car, I've already mentioned you. Thank you very much, brother. I absolutely appreciate your membership. And I appreciate you being here and part of the community. Thank you very much. Gale Forest Raceway. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, Mayor. Alan Taylor, thank you very much. Ryburn, thank you very much for joining us. XLT, that's a new name I haven't seen. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bob, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We got a nice crowd here tonight. Sorry things got a little screwy, but hopefully everybody's able to find this feed. I know if they're looking, they'll come up with something. Hopefully they come up with the right thing. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Let's try that again. Huh. All right, well, that's chowed. But anyways, so fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. So before we get going, I just wanted to have a look at what was going on, due to the fact that I share my night here, or we share the night with one of the biggest sports in all of sports history. I'm going to start looking into a little bit of Monday night action football wise. So I think I'm going to do a quick recap of what happened during the weekend. Everybody's got their favorite teams. Let's hear them. Put them in the comments below, please, who you're going for. I think everybody should be able to figure this one out. So of course I'm going Cowboys. And my team took a plummeting this weekend. The Cardinals whipped them 28-16. They now go 2-1. Dolphins. What do we got for Dolphins? How did the Dolphins do this weekend? There they are. Oh my gosh! Wow! Okay, the Dolphins had a really spectacular weekend. Uh, they played the Broncos. The final was 70-20 for the Broncos. Or pardon me, for the Dolphins. 70-20 over the Broncos. Ridiculous. That is absolutely crazy. Steelers. What do we got for the Steelers? Steelers won yesterday. Very nice. 23-18 over my other favorite team, the Oakland Raiders. Yeah, slot car trumps football, Rayburn, but I have to throw it in there because everybody always wants to talk about their favorite team. I totally get it. I've been an NFL fan forever since I was really young and I got my first football and jersey. And that was Tony Dorsett, number 88, Dallas Cowboys. Been a fan every single day since. So, that covers what I wanted to do for football. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. And I know some of you will have the football game on in the background or what have you. And I appreciate you joining us tonight and making some time for us. Let's get down to business. All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, 70. That's so crazy. Like, these are professionals, are they not? I would expect people who are professionals to at least keep the score a little bit closer. 70-20. It's almost like somebody left the field. So, and here we have the Eagles are in front of the Buccaneers right now with a minute 46 left. It's 3-0 for the Eagles. Yeah, you know, y'all, you can remember, almost everyone can remember that moment that made them a fan of whatever team it is that they're a fan of. Man, it's always comes down to the memory that makes you smile the most. And I think that's pretty much what brings us all here. It's our absolutely fantastic hobby of HO slot cars, and not just necessarily HO slot cars, although that's our primary topic here. It's not just that, of course. We talk about any slot car that's relevant. Absolutely fantastic. Like for instance, the car that I had, or the special order from that slot car guy, the Bauer exclusive. I am going to be receiving one of those absolutely fantastic that slot car guy Bauer exclusive. It's a Porsche of some kind, and that slot car guy showed us, Travis showed us the livery for the car. Hasn't showed us the car yet or the livery on the car because he wants to make sure that it's absolutely fantastic first. And I totally get it. Hey, when your name goes on something, you want to make sure everything's absolutely 100% to the mark. And I'm in no hurry. Absolutely no hurry. And for myself, I will be liking a signature on it as well. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, when you're a hobbyist, you're a collector. You're you like to enjoy the vehicles and stuff. And then of course you have what's known in the industry as your shelf queens, the car that you buy and the car that sits on the shelf and will probably never ever be run. Everybody's got a few of those in their collection. If not, you're one of those people who has a whole collection of only those. I like to have a little mix of both. And certainly this Bauer will get a run on the track, and then it will get put away and will become a shelf queen because of its its status. First off, it'll start my new series on the Bauer slot car, and that's hopefully that'll happen just before Christmas, and that'll take us to the new year where I'll be showcasing a few different Bauers. With any luck, we'll get a hold of that Ford Ranger I keep seeing. I think that would be kind of cool, but we'll see how that goes. And of course, Top Fuel and Funny Car Fridays will continue with my Dragster series, of course, and the 4Gear. And from what I understand, we have another person in the mix for the 4Gear challenge. I believe it's 216 Motorsports will be joining the quest for the fastest 4Gear. He thinks he's got what it takes. Fantastic. That's the whole point. We're going to see who's going to make the fastest car and is going to run it. And then we'll time them. And then we'll start pairing them up with their speeds just to see who's quicker than who standing on the line. No, it's called 216 Motorsports. It's not Buckeye, the old Buckeye. He's now 316 something. It's escaping me right now. But no, it's 216 Motorsports. He's been active in my comments lately. So he wants a piece of the action too. And that's what it's all about. Let's get it all in here. Bring them all in. Let's go, everybody. 4Gear time. Like I said, I don't gain anything by this other than I'm holding the competition, and he who drives the biggest bargain and puts the fastest car on the track will indeed take them all home. Like I said, this way I don't have there's no incentive for me to cheat here, so I want to make sure that everybody knows that it's totally legit on the level. And like I said, he who drives the fastest car that day will take home them all. Thanks for joining us, Slot Car League of Champions. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, Don, I've just seen you slide in. Thank you very much, Don. I absolutely appreciate it. Good to have you here. That's right, Bob. That's exactly it. It's racing for pinks. Yeah, absolutely. Because essentially you're just taking them all home. The winner takes all. So that's the only way I could figure it would be fair. And I'm giving quite a lengthy time because I want to make sure that nobody's rushed. Anybody who wants to enter will have the time to work their idea and then rework it if they have to. So November 15th is the timeline I've given for entry to the competition, and I'll be posting the address where you can send those chassis to in the next week. And it's pretty straightforward. So what you'll have to do, of course, is you'll build your chassis, and what I need is just a little write-up of what you did to it. How everything you've changed. I need a list of that because how am I gonna know? So along with your entry, I also need the write-up of what's in it. So that way, at least we'll have an inventory of what's going on. Otherwise, like I said, I don't know. So, and I can research, but I don't want to have to do that. You can just tell me what you did to it. So I see Adam Hurt actually got his hands on those new AFX cars. Has anybody else picked them up yet or interested in them? Personally, myself, I won't be buying any new AFX products to review for at least a couple weeks after they're out. I'm tired of having to deal with product that needs to go back. So this way, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back for a couple weeks, and I'll buy everything in a few weeks, and we'll see with my ear to the rail. We'll see what the trains have to say to us, because you know, I can't keep buying cars to put on the shelf that may have problems in the future. It's just not it's not a thing for me anymore. I can tell you one thing right now. I'm waiting on the new Top Fuel dragsters with the cockpits coming from Auto World. I'm waiting on those right now, and I'm also waiting on the new 4-car set of funny cars that have just come up. God is good. Jesus, I love you. Yeah, the funny cars, Adam, are, what did you pay for them, if you don't mind me asking? They do look pretty nice. What's up, Robert? You pay $30 each for them, Adam? Oh, yeah, okay. That's decent. That's right there. So you got them at a good price. You didn't get a fantastic price, but you got them at a price where you shouldn't feel robbed, and you should be happy to own them. They're nice cars for $30 American. That's a pretty nice car, brother. Absolutely. So, yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, Jesus had to leave. Like they said, Jesus left the building and won't be back. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are or how you are. Yeah, you see that's where you saved, right? That's how you got a decent deal, is the fact that you walked home with them and didn't have to pay for shipping. See, I know I'll get a good deal when I order them through Slot Car Depot, or through Gene. I'll get a good deal on them, but I'll get caught on the end that he can't help me with. So it's the shipping's going to be, already looked, the shipping will be $30 for the set of 4. So, and he can't, that's the lowest rate, so he can't help me with that at all. Auto World has 18-inch banked curves. I've never heard of that. Is this a recent thing? Or have they been making, or is this an old thing? Older. Oh, coming soon. Oh, nice. Oh, is that the new NASCAR set or Indy set. It's got the full-size bank curves in it. Daytona set. Yeah, that's it. Kenton from Slot Car Slot Car and HO Trains. Kenton, he just picked up that set at the last car show. Yeah, shipping is a ripoff. No kidding, eh? Oh my gosh. I'll have to have a look at that, although I can't really do anything with it. It might be a cool set to review. Yeah, it is pretty, it's pretty big. The cars do look good, absolutely. I think the BRE set is definitely forcing people to pump up their game. Pretty nice set, that's for sure. I mean, I was pretty surprised. I'd actually thought it was out for a little while until I heard Kenton was said he was going to pick that up. Holy cow! Slot Car Live is collecting crazies right now. Crazies for only $15.99. I feel like they should pay me. Oh man, Adam, you just scored, brother. That's no question. I'll tell you right now, when you buy the Super International set, you paid for the track in the cars. The cars themselves are worth almost the cost of the track. No question about it. And of course, you build whatever you want. You've seen my track. Well, of course, my track is the Super International and the track pack by AFX. But it's all about that AFX track because we all know that AFX stands 100% behind their product. All their currently sold product, they absolutely stand 100% behind. So for a person who's going to scroll out $400 for a racetrack, you want to know that the company you're buying it from isn't going to turn their back on you the moment you shell out your cake, because that's what seems to be happening. Rich, I would have to if you're going to say it's not the Super National, then I definitely have to say it's the horsepower shootout, brother. That set came with absolutely everything, including tons of 15 and 18 curves. Yeah, but once again, they're both AFX. They're all AFX track, and they're all the first tracks that I would definitely say that somebody would want. Super and the big block, yeah, that's a nice setup. That gives you lots of track. You got those nice variable power packs, fantastic. You get the 100 ohm controllers, which are a little bit hard to control some of the cars on the track. And hopefully people remember to dial it back. Oh man, so much track. Yeah, the 4-lane is the best way to go. You see, I actually originally went hunting for the Giant Speedway. And when it was sold out, Brian at ProTinkerToys.com actually convinced me to buy the Super International. And then he also convinced me that there were value in the cars. Is the exact same thing I'm telling you right now, that when you buy the Super International, you're almost having the set paid for by those 4 cars that are in that set. Don't forget that. Yeah, he said the same thing for sure he did. Yeah, because that's what he said to me, Adam. That is a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. He's got a good salesman mentality where he can figure out how much profit is to be made. Literally, you're getting the car, you're buying the cars, and you're getting all that track and everything for free. because you can easily sell those cars on eBay for $100 a pop, all day long. And especially if you have that Red Bull one, it's called Full Tilt or whatever. That's the one I have. That car alone, I see it $130 Canadian almost every single day. You could probably search it right now and find it for at least 100. So, yeah, that's the way to go. And that's the reason why I would say, why that's what I thought too. Well, why would I buy a $400 racetrack set when I could just buy a couple smaller sets and put them together? Well, these are the economics of our hobby, where I'm not just a collector, but I'm a hobbyist, and I want to play with this stuff. I want to interact with it, right? Otherwise, I would have bought a Hot Wheels and a stop motion camera. Instead, I bought a slot car and slot motion, slot motion camera. There you go. That's the new one, slot motion camera. Yeah, I like how you do that. I just caught that one you did, League of Champions. I like those where you put a couple of different ones together. Oh man, everybody likes that. Everybody likes that. And AFX World, he had it awesome. Everybody I don't know. I guess people have their own reasons for what they do, but I kind of miss seeing somebody who does the different track layouts. That's what brings me to your videos, that's for sure. GT40s are leaving my house tomorrow, Bill. I do need to get one more person's address though. But yeah. So I don't see anybody else who'd be getting one who's here. Let me have a look. Rich. Okay. So okay, good, Rich. That you're that person that I don't have the because you're new. You're a new member. I don't have. You haven't won anything from me yet. Unlike everybody else, I have a list for Yep. That's all right, brother. It'll get here when it gets here, man. No problems. I appreciate you trying to make sure that it stays in one piece. Man, that's seems to be a task in itself lately. But anybody who seems to have cared or cares, it seems to get there exactly the way they expect it to, unbroken. So I can't remember who I was just watching. I was just watching that slot car guy. Man, they delivered him a slot car and it was in oh man, it must have been in 10 pieces. I was so blown back by it. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, especially when my Bauer comes from Australia, from Travis, that slot car guy. I know he's gonna take his time wrapping that up for sure. So, and with any luck, maybe I'll see if I can get Travis on to talk about his exclusive too, coming closer to Christmas. So as we get closer to Christmas, there's going to be a lot of things happening for Slot Valley Racing. Oh, that's you, Rich? I had no idea, brother, that was you. I have no idea. You've been watching my channel for a while, and I guess you switched your name when you went to start your channel. Yeah, Bill, that's exactly it, brother, and that's why I'm going to start coming up in the new year, I'm gonna start a small collection of Bowers. A couple will be track. I'll have daily driver, and the better part of them will be some really nice shelf queens. But what I really would like to do is talk to that slot car dude. He has a collection of Bowers, and I'd like to talk to him about his collection, just to see what the catches with the Bowers are. Hey Jacob, thanks for joining us. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. So get his opinion on some things, because in Europe, Bauer's a little bit bigger. It's obviously not a huge thing here, but there's no reason why it shouldn't be, right? Other than they're a little more niche, but we have lots of niche slot car companies in the U.S. already, right? We all, I don't need to name any names. Nobody's paying me, so I'm not going to splash anybody's out there. But you guys all know when I say, hey, an American slot car company, the first thing that comes to your mind is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So there are plenty of them, and they're all making their way. The better part of them are producing some very, very fantastic chassis. Absolutely fantastic. The better part of them are working their way into having a better looking shell. That is the one thing I think in the smaller industry of slot cars, that's something that needs to be worked on right now. But I think these companies have right. That's exactly it, Shift. And this Porsche apparently is going to be spot on. I've seen the version of the American Ford Ranger. It looks like the Ford Ranger, man. And I don't mean like blowing up our cartoon or it needs fat wheels or anything. No, it looks pretty realistic. I was pretty impressed. Robert, it looks like they're using something that's similar to the Thunderjet 500. It looks really compact and tight. Oh, hey, Sean, thanks for joining us, brother. I absolutely appreciate it. So, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for watching tonight. I'm sorry for the mishap at the beginning of the show. I still don't know what was going on with the orientation setting. I couldn't set the feed in this direction, and I couldn't set the feed in horizontal. So it was kind of I don't know. It was driving me crazy. We talk about it all the time. It happens when you hit the go live button and you're in this position, and then you expect to hold it in horizontal. You can't do that, because as soon as you set the feed, it locks the screen position in. So for me, I always set it when it's in the tripod and ready to roll, and it wouldn't let me get in on any setting. Yeah, it's YouTube changed something in their last update. So I'll have to have a look, because I'm the third person who's had this problems, and I've now done, I think it's like 30 lives. So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. At least I'm pretty good at faking it. Oh, my newest member. Thank you very much, Patriot Hobbies. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you, brother. So what I was talking about is, as I was starting the other feed, I was watching on YouTube, because as a creator, we get a page where we can see all the people talking and what's going on in the video and stuff like that. And then it also, I also see in my list, I see, of course, my members have a special marker. And at the time, there was 6 of my members in the chat, and it was all my members. So to my members, Thanks, guys. Absolutely appreciate it. You know how good it feels to look and see that people are actually paying attention to what you're doing? Awesome. Once again, thank you, members. Thank you to all my subscribers. And definitely thank you to everybody who's watching this video. Okay? Subscriber, a member, it does not matter. I want to thank you. Thank you very much. It absolutely makes me feel really good to know that our hobby is starting to pick up again. And if I have anything to do with it, I'm making this hobby futuristic. Yeah, sounds cool already. Jay, thanks for joining us, brother. Absolutely awesome. Rick, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, hit those likes, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. I can't see the likes in this feed, so yeah, right? Futurama. Thanks, Gene. Thanks for joining us. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you very much. And in the next coming week or two, I'm not sure which one it'll be, but it'll be one of the two. I will be once again. And of course, I want to thank Gene at, it used to be, or I guess you could still find him at NYC Slots, and he's also at Slot Car Depot. I will be giving away one of these in the next couple weeks. I'm not going to tell you which week, but it will be in the next couple weeks. I'll be doing my giveaway once again. So to Gene at NYC Slots, our GMQ 2006 on eBay. Thank you, brother. I absolutely appreciate your sponsor of our Monday Night Slot Car Show. I absolutely appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody else here thinks it's cool as well. Because you know what? I haven't seen anybody else in this slot car industry throwing slot cars at anybody other than me and whoever wants to help out with slot cars and me handing them out again. So, oh my gosh. So funny. So yeah, so it was pretty cool of them to do that for us. And of course, there's definitely going to be some really cool stuff coming up, some giveaways closer to Christmas. We have some 4-gear themed giveaways I have coming up. If you're not into HO dragsters, well, maybe I can get you into it. We'll see. Man, having a lot of fun with the new drag strip, guys. This Sick Dragon timing system. I don't know what the hell I said during the video. Sick Dragon something or other. I sounded like, when I went back over it, I sounded like a retard. I don't know if I could say that about anybody else, but I can certainly say it about myself. I feel a little bit like an idiot. It's the Slot Dragon timing system for drag racing. Woo! And the only difference is it has 2 sensors, because on a normal track, this is made for timing on a normal track, and of course a car always comes back to the start spot. Well, when you're drag racing, you need 2 sets of sensors because the car will never come back to the start spot. So, and I also got the stop area for the dragsters figured out now too. So the next time I do a dragster video, which will be probably tomorrow, I'll be running it into this little thing I've devised. Hopefully it works. We'll see. If not, maybe I need to install a what's called a smash cam. Oh my gosh. I feel like Austin Powers in Goldmember. What you're where are you sending that to, Rich? A 1/32 drag? Oh man, that might be actually kind of cool. Don't get me started, man. That could be something totally terrible. Gosh. Shagadelic, yeah, exactly. I still laugh when I think of him turning around that little vehicle in the hallway. All right, well, there you go. So that'll give everybody something to do tomorrow. Slot Car League of Champions putting out a very rare Tyco set tomorrow. And tomorrow, the more than likely, I'll also be doing Cars and Coffee, Slot Cars and Coffee. So I'll welcome everyone to join me tomorrow morning. Enjoy a coffee. I'm going to run some slots around my track. This time I'll be on the Urban instead of the drag strip. And we'll just kick back and have a nice, easy morning. So everybody here is more than welcome to join me. I know most people will be working. Yeah, absolutely. Mike Myers is definitely another great Canadian. Yeah, for sure. It'll probably be like 9 o'clock Central Time, I think. So awesome. Once again, Rick, as I already said, when you're ready to roll, brother, you let me know, and I'll start pouring a few resources into getting people at your page too. Absolutely fantastic. As a member, all my members are 100% on my side, and for that, I absolutely will help you as a member pump your channel. I will use my resources, my subscribers, to make sure that my members and their channels are always moving forward. Always. Group of great, fantastic guys. For those of my members who are not creators, you guys are absolutely fantastic too. And I can't say more than enough. It's with your help that I'll grow this channel. There's no question. Yeah. Thanks, Rich, for the smash cam. Yeah, no kidding, brother. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. It's done. It's done. Smash cam's happening, everybody. So I know other people will have their wipeout of the week or their crash of the week. Well, I think it's time to have the smash of the week. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah. And I'm gonna glue a toonie to the top of it, Rich. That's your toonie, brother. For those who don't know, a toonie is a loonie times 2. Don't know what a loonie is? That's our dollar. It's actually, compared to your dollar though, it's actually like 70 cents, but that's a whole nother topic, another show. Yeah, the smash cam. Awesome. It's a good idea. I just have the car smash right into the camera. Just right off a few cars. Yeah, this light it on fire first, eh? Oh boy. Tomorrow I'll be 9 a.m. Central Time, Sean. Shortly after I do the live here tonight, I'll set the feed for that one. Oh my gosh, I hope it works. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I won't set a feed for it tomorrow. I'll just set it at a live. So expect me to go live tomorrow around 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, what a video that would be. It's a good question. I wonder if I sent them a car that was smashed in half, if they would warranty it for me. I doubt it though. All right, Rich. Well, come join me tomorrow. Have coffee. In fact, I invite everybody to come have a coffee with me tomorrow morning. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, slot cars and coffee, brother. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So I've been doing a little testing with the drag strip. Man, this drag strip is definitely spot on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand all the connections a little better where the rail overlaps itself. What I've done is I've deliberately put the cars are moving in this direction. So what I deliberately did was put this track just a tad higher than the track that the car was about to drive onto. And what I'm going to do now is just smooth that down a little bit. All right, Mark. Absolutely, brother. Yeah, so it should be... Hey, Kenny, thanks for joining us. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Slotcar. I absolutely appreciate it. Not only did he just donate, but I thank you. He's also a member. Mr. Slotcar, I thank you very much. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Smash Cam is where it's going. Absolutely. Every cent that I get tonight will 100% go to you watching me smash my cars into something. It's going to be awesome. I already bought lights for it. I'm going to light up the tunnel. It's going to be awesome. Bam. Yeah, no, wall of fire. I've thought about that, and then I thought about putting them like this. The tubes are round, so then I thought about putting like teeth, and then I thought about putting like this entrance kind of like this, and then I thought, nah, it's probably not the best shape of something to drive a slot car into. But something with teeth on a hole might be kind of cool, dangling down like this. And then, of course, the camera catches it drive right in there. Wham! Yeah. Whew. I'm excited already. I think I'm breaking a sweat here. Whoa! I'm going to have to go downstairs and smash something. I mean, drive something later. Yeah! That's exactly it, Gale Force. The mayor. Absolutely, brother. Yeah. We used to smash our Hot Wheels for hours, man. Yeah. Of course, we'd have the track and we'd have each end lifted and we'd just push the cars over the edge so they'd go right down and meet in the middle. Evel Knievel Hoop of Fire. I was just looking at that. That's a toy from 1970. The Crank Evel Knievel and he jumps through the flaming hoop. Oh man, so cool. It's weird that you mentioned that. So for everyone here who hasn't hit the thumbs up yet, my question to you is, why not? Please make sure to hit the thumbs up. I want to make sure I thank everybody for allowing you to share a little bit of your time with us tonight. I absolutely appreciate it. I really like this crowd. I think we have something going here, and definitely our HO hobby, it's definitely taking off again. I think it's kind of like, you know, in the 1960s, I think the 1960s and 70s, and of course in the 80s, slot car was on a pretty high pedestal for a long time. I mean, parlors were everywhere. And if you watched Patriot Hobbies, his name is Matt. Matt does 100% the best I've heard. Slot car, he's doing the history of slot car, and it's absolutely fantastic. He's done a really great job. This is his job professionally. I mean, not reviewing slot cars, but doing this kind of thing. And he's absolutely fantastic at it. If you're interested at all on knowing where your slot cars came from or who the names behind your slot cars are, you want to go check out Patriot Hobbies. Absolutely fantastic. He's also got a hobby farm, so he's got some animals there too. And of course, he's got his awesome race set. So, and he's in the midst of building that right now, and we all like a good slot car build, man. I sure do. I love watching people build their tracks. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. I was wondering how they knew what state I was in. Oh my gosh. That's pretty cool. Send it through the flame. Oh man, you are giving me crazy ideas, Mr. Slot Car. I heard this little kid plays one of these shooter games, and every time he wins this competition that he plays in or whatever, he does this little mini rave where he's got lights going off and he's got this huge flame cannon in the background. I'll work on the flame cannon. Possibly, here, how about this one? Flame cannon, rave. Think I'll go viral with that? Probably not, though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's I split it. I split it right down the middle, all the way down, all 17 15-inch straights, and I split my 18-inch corner 3/4, about 2/3 of the way down, and I opened it up. So if it's curved like this, I opened it up so that as the cars turn the corner, they each go into their own lane, which is spaced out wider than the average. It needed to be wider. So I didn't want it to feel tight. The normal drags, like I've seen people do, see, I could have easily have just done putting two pieces of track, straight track side by side all the way down. And I thought that's an incredible waste of the two tracks that are in the middle. And I've never seen anybody actually split the track like I did. It seemed to make more sense to me to do that. As long as you line them up all the way down, when you cut them in the middle, as long as you're using an X-Acto knife, you can't use a saw blade, because what you'll end up doing is you'll take that width off the track and you'll find, that your car's wheels want to slip off. Especially with mine, because the top fuel dragsters, I take the front pin off the 4-gear chassis so that there's just a little fin that's on the nose of the dragster. So yeah. So just a quick reminder about the SVR 4-gear challenge. Yeah, and that's another reason shift in high bill. Absolutely, it's for the spacing, for the realism. I wanted to look a little more real than just, you know, don't get me wrong, the Auto World, if you have the Auto World set that has the light tree, you got a really cool set for HO, man. That is a really cool drag strip. Absolutely. And if I wasn't getting the Sick Dragon slot car timing system from Stockpile Hobbies, um, I would definitely still have it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's great for staging the cars. The tree really works. You really do get to see who won the race at the end of it. It's actually a very good set of. It's a good thought out set. Let's put it that way. However, as we all know, I'm not impressed with the sheer immense amount of batteries it takes to run the lights. In my mind, it's already being plugged in. Why are we now putting batteries into something that's being plugged in? It didn't seem to make sense to me, and why Auto World would do that. It's not like it's well, let's put it this way. When you go to plug your controller into the set, okay, for the lights. Now, when you plug the power in, that powers the track and the controllers. So why wouldn't you run a wire to where the light tree was so that it could power the light tree? Now, it only makes sense to me. Did you send it to me in the mail or email, Rick? Are you talking about the when I made the video about taking the 90-degree off the shoe? Yeah, okay. No, I haven't seen it yet, Rick. I will definitely have a look at it though. So explain to me what it is I'll be looking at. It's a tool to round off that edge I was talking about. So quickly, once again, SVR is running the 4-gear challenge. If you're interested in building a car that could possibly be the fastest one down my drag strip, timed by the Slot Dragon slot car timing system, that person with the fastest car will take home all the chassis. Now, I'm not asking you to send me any shells. I'm not interested in that. You guys keep all that cool stuff for yourself. That's the most important part of the 4-gear chassis, if you ask me, is that absolutely fantastic shell. But the 4-gear car itself, of course, the fastest person down the track will indeed take all the cars home. And, that's the competition. Deadline for entry, I need to have your entry at my mailbox by November 15th. And what else I need is I need a write-up of what's in the car. All right? Other than that, it has to be a 4-gear chassis from Auto World. Doesn't leave you much options. I can tell you that right now. The chances are there's going to be a lot of things the same possibly, but we'll see. Everybody has their own little niches. Everybody knows something a little different. And the whole point of this competition is because I want to make the 4-gear better. So with what makes the 4-gear faster will also make the 4-gear better, because the 4-gear is slow and sluggish. So I'm hoping to change that and make the 4-gear, to which I have like 150 to 200 of them, because they're all under my dragsters. It would be absolutely fantastic if I could find a really easy switch up, like change the armature maybe, or maybe armature magnets, or just the magnets, or take out the downforce magnets, add more downforce magnets, add different motor magnets. Then you got to talk about tires. Are you using M1 tires? Are you using S1 tires? The tires you use will definitely depend on how much downforce you have, because the last thing you need is your downforce magnets pulling your S1s flat on the plastic track. That would be absolutely crazy. Yeah, the DR1s are perfect for that kind of thing, for the 4 gears. Yeah, well, you know what, Mayor, you're right, and I thought about that a few times too, right? The further away you get, having that power source at the far end. Now, I also thought, well, maybe only the back end needed to be powered. Maybe only the finishing gate needs to be powered with batteries. And maybe the starting gate, because like I said, it's right next to the power source coming into the unit, which by the way is only 18.5. So if you're expecting a little bit more out of your drag strip, then you need to change out the power pack. Because I really don't think the 4 gears even come to life without 22 volts. They're so at 18 volts, it's not even fun. It's not even fun watching them fly down the track at 18 volts. Yeah, I know you laugh. The Mystery Machine, of course, is a 4 gear car in a extraction chassis configuration, meaning that the front axle's been moved all the way back on the chassis, and it has the ability to fit on an extraction car. Now, I was just talking to somebody about the Mystery Machine the other day, and they said it was absolutely terrible for driving around their track. And I said, well, that's because the Mystery Machine is top heavy. So every time you go to turn the corner, it wants to spill over. Now, where the Mystery Machine, like I said to them, where the Mystery Machine really comes in is the Mystery Machine is a drag car or a shelf queen. That's it. It's not going to be your track runner. It's not really good in cornering. And like I said, the fact that it has that high shell on it adds a little more weight. Holds the car to the track. It's a little more on the heavy side, so it actually holds the car to the track really good when you're doing drag racing. Actually, maybe I'll the next time I pull out my dyno, I'll put it on the dyno, and I'll maybe we'll drop it down the drag strip too, just to see what happens. Yeah, so I really like it as a drag car, although I have mine sort of configured so that it's more of a, yeah, it's a novelty, Kenny, absolutely. Like I said, you're either going to drag it or you're going to, no, you can't do that, Patron, unless, of course, you're just donating it to me, then in which case you're more than welcome to do that all you want. But the catch is it has to be on a 4-gear chassis from Auto World. Watch. One sec, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, the Mr. Machine is good for drag racing. Of course, those are coming up in the new series I'm doing. Although I'm going to change this car out right here. Oh, it's gone. Don't get that anymore. There we go. I'm going to change out the Matt Hagen here because I already have this one on the track right now. I'm going to change it with this one. This is the Robert Height. It's one of the variations I have. He's got a few different ones. So these are both Robert Height. The cars almost look identical. They literally look like they just switched up the livery and changed the colors a little bit. Yeah, he absolutely did, Patriot. Absolutely did, yeah. It's good to see that there are other people watching drag racing besides for me. I catch that kind of stuff all the time. I've actually been trying really hard to get Robert Height and, Jesus. Robert Height and, his name's escaping me right now. I don't know why. Oh, that would be fantastic, Patriot. I'm actually going to be doing a feature on her. I own a couple of her cars. I'm going to do a family feature too because I think I actually own like 10 or 12 of the Force family cars. Because there's obviously there's him, there's Ashley, there's Brittany. Yeah, 72 years old and he's still whipping ass. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Man, that's so crazy. Awesome. So guys, we've surpassed hour number 1. I want to thank you all for watching. Um, in the coming weeks, obviously the focus for Slot Valley Racing is going to be on the drag strip somewhat. But I am going to be doing an interesting feature that I might try and include another creator with. And I'll tell you a little bit about what that is. Lately, I've been getting into the stop motion videos. Hopefully, all of you guys have at least seen one of them by now. But I'm kind of, I got this little birdie who keeps telling me that something's going on in my basement when I turn the lights off at night. Anybody else wonder what's going on in your track when you turn the lights off at night? I do. And I think I'm going to investigate and find out. Marcus, absolutely not. There are 2 things that always need to be done to every single slot car chassis before you run them, especially for the 4-gear. The first one is oil. You must always oil your car. The second one for a 4-gear is you have to run it, and when you run it, just hold it down. Just hold it up off the track so that you can run the wheels. But you can hear the motor pitch change, and when the motor pitch changes, you'll hear it, and you'll know your car's ready. That's the easiest way I could describe it. I've made a few videos on how to break in the 4-gear before because it's pretty specific. I mean, when you look at it, ideally, you're going to get a set from Auto World. Auto World, I think, comes with, 14 feet of track. That is not enough to warm up any 4-gear ever. It's certainly not going to make any difference on how your car runs. You need to run that car for a good 30 seconds to 1 minute with the back wheels off the track so that you can run it and not have it take off. And then once you do that, you clean everything up, you reapply your oil, and you're good to go. The video I just finished making on Top Fuel and Funny Car Fridays, the one that just passed, John Force, you'll see in there what happens. What I did was I took a brand new chassis and I just ran it straight out of the package. I didn't oil it. I didn't do anything to it. And then what I did is I just did exactly what I just said is I oiled it, and then of course I ran it until I heard the pitch change. And then I ran it again. So the first time I ran it, it was 1.171. After doing what I just said in order to get your 4-gear ready, it ran a 1.03 something. Now, when you're talking about taking 1/10 of your time away, or even a little bit more than that, that's actually pretty quick. When you think about it, imagine if a drag racer could say, imagine if he could just take away 1/10 of his time. Yeah, the low setting for a certain amount of time, Rich, yeah, absolutely. I like to do it at full because you can hear the pitch change. It's kind of hard to miss that way, but doing the low, I've heard a few people do the low. Some guy said he does it on low for a half an hour. I'm not sure why you would run your slot car for half an hour. I don't think I've never tried it. Let's just say I've never tried it. I don't know. But it's something I should try though, really. I mean, I've got enough of them. What I should really do is I should try that. Putting it on the dyno for at 5 volts or 7 volts or whatever it is. And then I'll put it on at 22 and we'll see what happens. I know, hey? Oh my gosh. Man, that spreadsheet store sells not really the greatest stuff. There is some cool stuff in there, like the lids. The hats are good. And I would probably get the sweater, to be honest with you. I've actually lowered the prices of everything so that I almost get nothing. I make almost nothing from the spread store. When you see my merchandise, I've got everything so incredibly low that I don't make barely. I should say I make nothing from it. I made nothing. I don't get any type of anything because I've dropped. The whole thing with the spread store is you get to say how much profit you want to make, so that will increase the price of your merchandise. Now, I've seen people selling shirts in their spread store for $54 for a t-shirt. You know what that means to me? They've got it at 100% profit and don't give a damn about their subscribers. I don't give a shit what they say. If you're charging 100% full price and you're not taking any of that cost off, so that you're the fantastic people that pat you on the back every day and tell you you're making great videos, you're then going to stick a stick in their butt and tell them they have to pay $54 for a t-shirt. No. So when you go on my store, at the beginning of the videos or what have you, everything that you see is picked because I think it is probably, hopefully, what people are going to want. But I also want everyone to know that I make no profit off that clothes, which is the reason why from me, you can get a shirt for, I think it's like $24 or something like that. From the other guy who's got to have full profit, you probably pay $54 from a spread store. So, what I would really like to do is find a person who can do it on the side kind of thing, so they could do my logos like this kind of thing. Like, I've had so many people ask me for these, but I can only find so far the white shirt to print on. I've been looking for a gray one, but the problem with the white one is, of course, it's white. It's absolutely terrible. I only wear it while I'm making videos, and then I take the bugger off because I'm not, like super speckly clean guy. You could find something on me if I'm not paying attention. So, but I do like the designs, and the best part about this kind of shirt is, yeah, no kidding. The best part about this shirt is, of course, is that I've made it myself. I bought all the stuff to make this, and then, of course, the only thing I didn't realize is shipping stuff to the States is very costly. So I think it costs like $16 to $16 American to send anything from here with weight to the United States. Hey, Mr. Slot Car, I was wondering if you were going to end up knowing him. Holy, eh? Awesome community we have here, guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely great. Yeah, shipping, especially being Canadian, is means you take it up the wazoo every time something needs to move internationally. Once again, I imagine this has something to do with Brian Mulrooney and free trade. But you know, that's what turns a $50 slot car for me into an $85 slot car. So, you know, everyone's collectors, but as a Canadian collector, I pay, you know, the large cost for the car. Then I pay the difference from American to Canadian, which lately is a total crapshoot. And then, of course, there's shipping, and I've just told you guys it's going to cost me $22 to ship something from the States to me. Basically, it'll be 4 slot cars packed like this, right? $22. And the weight of it is ridiculous. You guys know how much a slot car weighs. Like, gosh. Blow away in the wind, man. Well, ideally, I've narrowed it down to a few different sources where I know I can, where people respect collectors and what it means to be a collector and want to receive something in the exact state it came out of the factory from. For some of us, that is important. For others, it's not. If you're just going to open it up, then it really doesn't make much of a difference. But if you're not going to open it up and it's going to be on your shelf, then the last thing that I want to see is this that I'm collecting, okay? Okay, guys, here we go. I'm collecting this. This means lots to me, okay? So now I'm going to put it on my shelf like that. Okay? This is how I get it as a collector. Right? I want to see in the comments below, are you upset with this if you're a collector and you don't want to open it and you're a shelf queen? Is this a problem? Of course it would, Rich. Of course, because you're a collector and this needs to sit. Because when you go to sell this, the first thing the person's going to look at is that. Open it and get another. That's absolutely correct, Mayor. And I agree with you there. But what if this is that one that you are supposed to be keeping on the shelf? Just like the competition pack. Well, it doesn't seem to be a big deal to the guy who sold it to me that it came fucking squashed. But he wants to sell me another one. You think I'm going to let him sell me another one even if he wanted to? He was actually going to give me another one. I'm not interested. So you can squash the box again. So I opened the first one knowing that I was going to anyways. But the box was squashed. So it really wasn't a big deal to me until I seen the condition the cars were in. Because my whole idea was, oh, that's okay. Because I'm going to be ordering it again. So what happens if I order it again and it shows up looking just like the first one did? Because they put it in a box exactly the same size as the box. Are you kidding? Right? Right. You know, it's just... and coming from a collector, that's not coming from a person who's everybody touts as being, you know, the number one name in slot car, and I guess he forgot that people collect and need the box to be in as good condition as the car. Now, for me, this doesn't matter that much. These John Hike cars are everywhere on the. This is the reason why it doesn't really matter that much, because these cars are still readily available. Here's the other one. And of course, the new set will be available. They're not going to come in boxes anymore. We won't get the cars like they used to in the boxes with the plastic strap around the plastic case. I really like that. Although, I do not like the idea of being able to put a car back into its case and not having any idea whether that actually happened or not. People will say, oh, well, you know right away if they ran the car. You just look at the shoes. Well, I just replaced the shoes. How are you going to know that? Right? See, but for a 4-gear, the first thing I wouldn't look at the shoes. The first thing I would look at is I would look at the gears, because they always goop that goopy whatever it is on the motor, and you can see if it's been moved around. Yeah, well, that's just it, right? It is, and for us, of course, it's more than $100 gamble. It was 120, and then the shipping, and then I got bonded at my door for another $34. So on top of it already being $120 and then $30 in shipping, I got a bonding. I got Canada Post wants more money, $34 from me before they'll give it to me, because of bonding fees. Boy, that's going to be a whole nother episode talking about bonding fees and stuff. Yeah, that's an option, Rich. But like I said, I'm only dealing with a few people that I know are totally legit on how they deliver me stuff, and don't forget I have a very extensive collection of 4-gear dragsters, and not one of them came to me broken, bent, or not working. As far as I know, as the ones that I've opened anyways, they've all worked, even though it's $160 gamble. That's pretty much it. No, that will not be one of them, Rich. I won't use that source. But I've never, before the competition pack, I've never dealt with Slot Car Central. So it really had never occurred to me that anything could be anything different. So the whole thing with Slot Car Central is, like I said, when you go to buy from eBay, look at some of the reviews, and then of course most people don't know, but you can see how many times that dealer has had reviews changed. So when they got upset that I wouldn't change my review for any reason whatsoever, they said that I ghosted them. I tried to make it sound like I was no longer communicating with them, so that they could possibly have eBay just automatically change the review because I was refusing to deal with them. Well, yeah, that's not the case at all. Of course, you all are my witnesses to that totally not being the case, because with 36 review changes, that changes 100% review, and the fact that it's an interesting conversation. Anyways, just know who you're buying from, and like I always say, go with what you know. Always do with what you're more comfortable doing. Especially when it comes to how you spend your hard-earned dineros. We certainly don't have as much money as we want. I'm pretty sure there's nobody in this section right now or comments who's like, I've got way too much money. I'm gonna walk outside and throw it on the ground. And by chance, if you are in this room right now, hey, you can hit that dollar sign down below, and I will take your money. Don't throw it on the ground. Yeah, so you know. Oh my gosh. So has everybody hit the thumbs up who's in the room right now? So I'd like to say thank you to all the people who are in the room right now listening to the conversation and just sort of sitting on the sidelines. That's absolutely fantastic. I appreciate that muchly. You don't have to be part of the conversation. It's just nice to have you here. The whole point of Slot Car Live is so that everybody's on the same page. Nobody in here is a superstar that I'm aware of. Certainly, I haven't seen any videos for them, and if that is the case. So the way I like to see it is I try and use my platform to get everybody on the same page. I use my platform to get my members boosted and help them get subscribers, because subscribers are the reason why we do this. I mean, as much as somebody wants to say, no, I don't need those people. Yeah, of course we do. The people are the inspiration. Our hobby is our inspiration. Smiling when I go to grab the controller and you hear that. Awesome. The smell of a running slot car on the track. All right. Let's just start with that. That is the most amazing smell. I can smell it now, man. I love that smell. Yeah, me and my brother, 8 years old, playing slot cars, looking at a 400-gallon fish tank. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Papa. Once again, check out this snazzy guy. So that's where my slot car hobby started. It actually started right there where that train set was. When me and my brother got a little bit older, my papa took that train set down and bought us our first slot car set. And I'll tell you what, I sure gained a healthy respect for electricity. You ever touch the prongs on a power transformer while it's still plugged to the wall? Don't do it. It's not fun. It's the reason why I don't like electricity. Yeah. See that racing my brother. Oh yeah. See, we'd have the trucks. We'd, be. This was right around the time the Mad Max was out, so we'd be like putting popsicle sticks on our semis and stuff, trying to make them look all beefy and kind of like Mr. T built it, at the end of the show, or Mr. T builds his creations. Yeah, well, that's how it was for us. It was like, yeah, how beefy can you make this thing? We're about to smash them up. Oh man, I wish I had the original slot car set. Well, at least it's not going to blow away, Marcus. Oh, my brother now he's in BC. Yeah. Not as much as I am. He's a traveler. He likes to go to tropical places, so every once in a while, what's going to happen is I'm going to send him to somewhere tropical with the slot car that he's going to open up on the beach for us. But I try and go to Whistler Mountain, BC at least once every second year. I missed last year, so definitely be going this year. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Robert. Yeah, the last thing my brother wants is my slot car collection. I'm pretty sure of that. He'd be like, hey, get the slot car track off the pool table, I think is how that would go. I tried moving my slot car track. It's not moving, man. That pool table that sits under it, holding it up, is overly expensive slot car table. Oy. Slot car daddy. Hey. Thanks for joining us, brother. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, well, so yeah, but he'll be like, yeah, for my whole entire lot, he'll be like $200. Oh man, Bob, I actually got married on the very top of Whistler Mountain. It was absolutely fantastic that day. We got all of our wedding pictures on the very peak. It was fantastic. We went across the new Sky Bridge that was still being built. They let us go. There was like construction tape up and stuff. Like you can't go there. Our photographer's like, no, you guys just go walk across that huge platform there. I'm like, I don't know, is it safe? So it was definitely interesting. And then of course we went. Now they have the new peak to peak where you can go from Whistler to Blackcomb. It's fantastic. So I'll be taking my my 3D camera up to the top and doing the beautiful British Columbia filming kind of thing, and doing some slot car reviews. But we got to get past winter first, and I don't even want to start talking about snow yet. Oh my gosh. Awesome, Kenny. Thanks for joining us, brother. Absolutely appreciate it. We'll see you again very soon. Thank you. So, where I was before I got sidetracked, boy, that's really easy to do for me. I want to say thank you to everybody who's here and not part of the conversation. Absolutely fantastic. I definitely appreciate you being here. Like I was saying before, I just want everyone to be part of the same page. Nobody should be anything smarter than anybody else. That's why we're all here. We all have our own channels. Most of us, anyways. And we're all... We all have our own little niches that we're working on, and that's sort of how things have been going. It seems to be working out fine. So for everybody, everybody who's watching right now and has been part of the conversation tonight, to you guys, I thank you very much. I absolutely appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for coming out week after week for Monday Night Live. It's exactly what our HO hobby needs. And if I ask you guys one thing, I would ask you to let somebody know about our Monday Night Live, because the more people that are here for Monday night, the more people that will be on your page, or the other way around. The more people on your page will transfer to my page. The whole point is to get everybody on the same page. Yeah, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. So, to all my members, thank you very much, guys. You guys are all fantastic. I want to thank Patriot Hobbies, Matt. Brother, you're absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. To everybody else, I want to thank you very much. Rick, thank you, my friend. I absolutely appreciate it. Rich, thank you very much. Mr. Slotcar, thank you for your membership, brother. I absolutely appreciate it. Sean, thank you, my friend. These are all members, and if you'd like to be part of the SVR team, I'm sure there's a package that'll make you smile as much as your help makes me smile. I absolutely appreciate that, and every single member dollar goes right back to my track. Not 1 cent goes into my pocket. Not a chance. Everything that you guys donate goes right back into my set. That's right, Jay, and that's where all the money I make in the next couple of lives will go to that, and then I'll do the camera. I'm probably going to end up with the GoPro for that one. I think the GoPro would probably fit for filming that kind of stuff, probably right on. Yeah, thanks, Slotcar Daddy. I absolutely appreciate that. I've been trying to figure out a few different ways to get the stop motion thing for me going in a big direction. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lights off at Slot Valley Racing, and I'm going to go to sleep, and then we'll see what happens on my race set when I'm not there to play it. But anyways, to everybody in the house, Marcus, Slot Car Daddy, hey, Southern Slot Racing, how you doing, brother? I'm just calling it a night right away. Just saying thanks to everybody. Mark's Slot Car Garage. I'm sorry if I said that wrong last time, brother. I absolutely appreciate you, and I appreciate your work for our community. Thank you, Mark. I'm absolutely sorry, brother. I felt like a bit of an ass when I realized that I had said it wrong. And I said it right a few times in the beginning of the video, and then I went back and double checked, and I sure did say it wrong. So, Mark, thank you very much from Mark's Slot Car Garage. Thank you, my friend. I absolutely appreciate that. Mr. Slot Car, thank you very much. Patricia, thank you very much for joining us. Who else we got? We got Jay. Thank you, Jay. Alan Taylor. Thank you, Alan. I absolutely appreciate that. Southern Slot Racing. You're the man. Thank you, brother. Once again, another one of my members. Thank you very much, Southern Slot Racing. And like the rest of my members, I help propel all my members forward in their subscriptions and help them get their name out there. So that's the very least I can do for these fine people helping me out the way they do. So thank you guys. I absolutely appreciate that. And once again, I want to say thank you to Mr. Robert Fish. Thank you, brother. I absolutely appreciate you being my monitor. I absolutely appreciate you being the way you are and the person that you are. If anybody would like to join us live video chat tonight on Discord, Gale Force Raceway is the host. And if you type in what you see there, yeah, you have the availability to join us in a video chat anytime you want. There's about 20 of us now, and it becomes pretty cool when you get a few people talking on video chat. Not all at once, mind you, but it's nice to be able to be seen and heard. Unlike here, of course, where I talk to you guys, and then I watch to see what's happening in the messages. This way, you guys can join us anytime you'd like. All right. So, thanks, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, please make sure you do so before you leave the room. And for everybody, thank you very much. I absolutely appreciate you joining me and joining the community for another edition of Monday Night Slot Car Live. Thanks, guys. I absolutely appreciate it. Now you go about yourself and have yourself a great day. Thanks, guys.